Hi, Cydney. I really enjoyed your discussion. You listed a lot of relevant and hard biases for researchers, especially when conducting interviews. And so you mentioned, having practice round interviews or mock interviews to help you prepare, as well as having some verbiage prepared, whether it'll be like a political view brought up that you don't agree with. And you also mentioned, as much as you might practice, you still might run into something that will probably catch you off guard. But my question, and it's not really a question, I guess it's kind of just like a suggestion. Do you feel that researchers should have to go through some type of course or training prior to conducting interviews? How do you feel about that? I personally think that it would help mitigate bias and some ethical concerns. If we don't know what we're doing, we're just conducting interviews, we run the risk of harming our participants. And then secondly, you mentioned that you have a very optimistic approach. And my question for you is, if you were interviewing somebody who they were speaking on a traumatic event and they don't have an optimistic approach, their approach is more pessimistic, how do you think that would impact your interview and your interviewee? And do you think that with your interview prep, you would need to tone down your optimistic approach?